Yeah, well, yeah, that's pretty much how it is. And, you know, in the States, it's like there's a good underground. Oh, I'm sorry, you know, whatever.
Right, man?
The days. Anyways, you know, it's like there's a good underground here in the States, but unless you're like on a, you know, label, unless you're easy to find, you know, most of the people won't bother with you because they're too busy buying Metallica albums and shit. Album cover, that's for sure.
Are there any different musical styles on the new album?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, our band doesn't really have any one style. I mean, we do whatever whatever we want to do. We play whatever we feel like playing, and if it's, you know, slow or fast, you know, it's basically our style is every kind of thing that we can think of, you know, or my riffs, whatever I can think of, whatever I like, you know. And it's like, I'll put it this way, the new album's got more variety as far as it's got some real slow, fucking heavy, sludgy stuff, and it's got some real fast stuff, and it's just like, you know, one right after another just takes you on a fucking wavy motion like that. And it's got like 5 new songs, a couple instrumentals, and then 4 old songs. And the new songs are like way advanced, I'd say. I think the riffing, some of the songs I worked on for 2 years before they were actually done. And that's why it's gonna be really good. It's perfect. We had plenty of time to do it. We weren't rushed. Dig wasn't in the studio. You know, we self-produced the whole thing. Nobody told us how to do this or that or whatever. And, you know, we had totally freedom of anything we wanted to write and say and play. And so that's it, man. It's totally, you know, it's us. You hear that and you know exactly what Morbid Angel's all about when you hear the new album. It's like perfect. It's perfect for us. It's us, you know, up to date at our best, let's say.
What do you think the reaction's going to be to the acoustic and the piano parts?
It's hard to say. It's hard to really judge. That's Richard's. It's hard to judge people's reaction, to be honest. I am like amazed at people's reactions on things in the past. I think that it should be good because it's got a lot of feeling, and it shows that we're not just a death metal band, even though that is my personal preference. Our music will always be brutal and extreme, but we also have a total classical feel. Like I myself, I listen to Mozart. That's my favorite type of music, is like Mozart's classical pieces and his operas, and I think that he was just surpassed all other composers. And that's like, it rubs off, you know, the music. I'll put it this way, the difference between Morbid Angel and the majority of these other bands is Morbid Angel riffs resolve properly and have a feeling that jumps out, and they're like, the formula of the placement of the chords, synchronization with the timing is so worked out to the T, to where it's like basically a magical pitch, you know, sound or whatever. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think a lot of other bands, I don't think they quite feel how a rhythm is perfect, or when it's just like, you know, cool or whatever, you know, like that. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's what I feel. Our rhythms, they say something, they're like alive, basically. They're not just like, you know, something heavy. They're not just something fast. They're not something noisy. They're like, basically like Mozart would write, you know, cello pieces and fucking violin pieces and shit, you know. It's just got that certain movement and groove and whatever the fuck. And also, we like to really stretch timings and fuck up timings and just make everything just mishmash and scramble and all, and just weave interwoven things together. That's our style, definitely.
Did you ever get your BC Rich endorsement?
No, actually, we kind of changed our mind on that because the new BC Rich is a little bit different than the old BC Rich, and I really didn't want to be pinned down to just one guitar, and that was what they were approaching us with. So we didn't really work it out. But now I'm playing a Gibson. I got a Gibson V, and that's what I play on the new album, and the sound is right there. And, you know, basically, I got another custom guitar, so I'm just gonna play whatever I want to play. That's, you know, I like to have that freedom.
Are you doing anything as far as the stage show?
Well, we're gonna do as much as we can afford. You know, it's like, I would like to have holograms of demons on stage, but that costs a lot of money. So, you know, we're going to do whatever we can afford, basically.
So is it going to be a headline tour?
Yeah, we're going to do a headlining tour in Europe for the new album, and then here in the States, we're thinking about bringing over Bolt Thrower for the States, and it's not confirmed yet. And in Europe, we're working on doing it with Entombed, taking them on the road with us. But that's not totally confirmed yet either. But yeah.
So what does your dog Butch eat? I heard he eats some interesting things.
Well, basically, he's a pit bull, and he's line bred, which means they crossbreed, pretty much, well, crossbreed. That's just the way it is. And he doesn't like other animals. He just doesn't accept them. Doesn't accept their existence. He can't live in harmony with them. And occasionally he jumps over my fence and brings home presents. And he's been getting hefty, you know, throughout the years. He's about, I don't know, 80, 90 pounds now, and his fucking head is just like a cinder block. Well, I know one time he had this dog, and I had to fucking beat his head in with a 2x4 before he'd even think about letting go of it.
Miami?
No, actually, that was right out in front of my house, man.
Oh, was
Richard, he was loading up his truck, and he was taking off, and he left the door open, and Butch just saw this little fucking rodent thing, you know, small dog, whatever, bushy fucking thing run across, you know, it was a stray dog, so it shouldn't have been out on the road anyways. And Butch just like headed off to the pass, and he like, well, whatever. You know, it's like it was a mistake, of course.